Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas, pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Huwag kang matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas, pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod, junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod.
Back in the Xavier School in San Juan City for the continuing coverage ng ating season number 3 of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. In the last game of a 3-game set between the RIZAL Switch Fiber and the Malabon NYBL Ballers, mamayang hapon nga po, Pasig Stallions will go up against the Nueva Ecija The Generals, followed by makabagong San Juan Mighty Warriors lalaban kontra Cavite City MTJH Basketball Academy. Good morning once again sa inyong lahat. I'm Mandy Hart, joined for the last time today by Coach F. Francisco. Magandang umaga muli sa'yo, Coach.
Magandang umaga. Akala ko last time forever. Last time for today lang.
For today lang, of course, Daphne Cristobal. Kasama nyo pa buong araw. Siyempre, hindi pa mawawalan ng Daphne Cristobal for this Saturday. And the last game na nga dito, Coach F, between Rizal and Malabon. Pag-usapan na natin the performances of these teams in their previous ball games. Itong Rizal Switch Fiber coming up with the 3 straight victories in their first 3 assignments, but a tough loss contra Nueva Ecija in their last time.
Alam naman natin itong Rizal, one of the favorites palagi in this tournament, no? Comprising of Arellano players. Last game nila against Nueva Ecija, medyo hindi natin kilala yung players, hindi expected yung game. They started out slow, ended up losing the game by 2 points to a very, very game Nueva Ecija. Ngayon, kailangan nila mag-make ng statement dito sa game na to against Malabon kung gusto nilang maganda pa yung itakbo ng tournament nila.
Speaking of Malabon, dito naman tayo sa kabila, Coach F. Similar to their 16-under counterparts, lost their opening assignment but naka-recover din kagad, bouncing back for their first victory, trying to create their own winning streak.
Pero similar din yung pag-personality dun sa under 16 counterpart nila. This is your typical lunch pail, hard bucket hat team. Itong Malabon na to. All effort, all grit, all heart. Rebounds, defense, steals, hard defense, you name it. Ito yung nagiging mantra nitong team sa to from Malabon. Tingnan natin kung sino yung mananaig, yung favored na Rizal or yung Malabon player, Malabon team.
Huwag na tayong patagalin pa. Balik mo ulit tayo kay Dancel Santiago.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Junior MPBL fans. Back-to-back basketball action here at Xavier School, City of San Juan, as we bring you the continuation of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Season 3, ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. It's the 18 under division featuring the RIZAL Switch Fiber versus the MALABON NYBL Bowlers. We are live on our official Facebook page and YouTube channel of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Now let us meet the starters from both teams. First from the RIZAL Switch Fiber. At guard number 15, Ezekiel Sagorda. Also guard number 16, Lawrence Villas. At 4, number 12, Sean Vergara. Also 4, number 17, Gian Lampert. Man on the middle, number 27, Axel Mendoza. Head coach Sir June Cuevas, assisted by Tony Urbano. Team manager Ariel Balahaja. Team owner Glenn Anore. Now let us meet the starting five from your Malabon NYBL Bowlers. At guard number 4, Steve Pinero. Also guard number 28, James Seguros. At 4, number 7, Sion Santos. Also forward, number 14, Baynard Soriano. Playing center, number 18, John Lord Cruz. Head coach, Sir Don Macapagal, assisted by Doms Descoto. Team manager, EMBCC Deck. Team manager, Brooks Ariano. Team owner, Nari Vega. 422 Sports Academy, Franz Apostol. Our games officials for today's match, Crew Chief Raymond Bandera. Umpire 1, Andrew Morgan. Umpire 2, Eric Timapanot. Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Kate Picasso.
Starters once again in this 18 under North Division matchup between Malabon and Rizal. And YBL bowlers have Pinero, Seguros, Santos, Soriano, and Cruz. Tagorda, Pillas, Vergara, Lampert, and Mendoza naman para sa Rizal. Starters brought to us, of course, by Doride, ang bola ng Pinoy. Game number 3 of a 9-game schedule on this game day Saturday. Hatid sa inyo ng Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. First crack, mapupunta sa Rizal. Immediately attacking the lane is Axel Mendoza, giving us an end one.
That was an early transition bucket there for Rizal. Great pass by Tagorda after getting the hit ahead from Vergara.
And you were saying kanina, Coach Chef, that Rizal, we covered that game against Nueva Ecija, yung start parang may kind of spell doom para sa kanila, no? Yung hindi nila masyadong kilala pa ang kanilang nakakalaban.
Hindi mo alam if they took their opponent too lightly, kaya flat yung start nila, whereas ang Nueva Ecija naman started out like a house on fire, no? Shooting from outside. Pero yun nga, it is what it is. You either win or you learn. So hopefully they've learned from that mistake.
Alam mo rin kasi, ikaw tong Malabon, no? Going up against a school-based team, certainly would want to play at your highest level din.
Exactly. Yun ang problema rin pati pag ikaw yung isa sa mga favorites. You always have a target on your back. Teams tend to play their best against you.
Okay, kung best lang naman and flat start ang gusto natang i-address, result so far at least in the first minute. 6-0 run ang bibitawan nila dito kontra Malabon.
That was an early 3 there from Sean Vergara. Alam na naman natin, kaya niya yung range na yon. I think Sean Vergara set to play for NU.
The likes of, I believe, Rob Celis. Kasama din dyan, syempre.
Si Coach John, kaibigan din natin yan, yung father niya.
Foul will be called here against Rizal. I believe, kontra kay Lawrence Pillas.
Vergara seems to be holding on to his lower right back there. Probably got hit in the previous play.
Trying to elude the defense. That's a tough shot as Vergara will commit the foul. Sean Santos mapupunta sa linya.
Laki ng height advantage itong si Santos against Vergara. No? Vergara had no choice but to foul Santos there in that play.
So kung gaano kabilis yung puntos dito ng Rizal Switch Fiber, Coach F, that's also how fast they were able to rack up 3 team fouls. Not even 2 minutes gone by dito sa ating first quarter. Missing on the first is Sean Santos. Calling out for another rebounder dito para kay Seguros. For good reason, missing short on the second. So still scoreless itong Malabon. Dito sa ating first period, Pillas attacking the rim.
That's a very unblockable shot there.
8-0 now. Bante pa rin ng Rizal. Seguros. Sinigurado. First 2 points para dito sa Malabon.
That was a smooth-looking shot there from Seguros, attacking the basket.
Not the smoothest of pass though para dito kay Tagorda. Stolen away by Malabon.
Tried to get fancy at the wrong time.
A 3-on-1. Mendoza denying that shot, but JLC with a cleanup.
Sabi mo nga, bago mag-start ng game, ito yung mga pulot boys nitong Malabon, itong si JLC.
This team was undefeated in the season number 2. Talking about the former team ni John Lord Cruz, as Lawrence Pillas scores on another basket, the second and 1 para dito sa Rizal Switch Fiber. Move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. Billy Garedi.
Could you be looking at another Dwight Paxal here in JLC?
Certainly a huge promise for this young kid. And speaking of young kid, ito si Lawrence Pillas was their go-to guy sa 16 under division. And I think I remember telling you that as well. And sinabi mo na, oo, maki-carry over niyan dito sa 18 under. Dahil pag scorer ka na yung mentality mo talaga.
And nakikita naman natin that's holding true, no? Even in their last game, diba? He provided the offense for a struggling team there.
5 points so far para kay Pillas. Lead up to 7 once more, 11-4. But 3-pointer knockdown. This is Seguros. Nakakaliman na rin para dito sa Malabon.
And that would have happened without Steve Pinero able to attack the shaded lane, no? Attracting the defense and kicking it outside.
Pabasa apat ang kalamangan. 6:35 still left dito sa ating first period. Tagorda, gandang pihit. But shot too strong.
Seems our players should work on their finishing of that step-through move. Ang dami natin nakikitang missed shots off that move.
Nakakatakas eh, no? Hindi lang mahuhulog.
It's a very effective weapon.
Shot rattles out para kay John Lord Cruz. Couple of empty possessions here for both teams. Lampert. Kick out Mendoza. Penetrates. Finger roll. Very smooth shot para dito kay Axel Mendoza.
Showcasing his length there against the overmatched Pinero.
Even Lampert loving that one. Making sure they had that mini celebration. Tawag muna ng timeout ang Malabon NYBL ballers. Now move once again. Stretch layup. We've seen a number of those as well. 6:01 remaining here in the first. More of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL when we return.
MPBL Season 3 early here in the first quarter. Jaime and Coach F, you were talking about the flat start or that upset made by Nueva Ecija against Rizal Switch Fibers, handing them their first loss here in the tournament during their previous game. When I spoke to team captain Axel Mendoza, he told me about the 3 things that they were able to learn from that game. Una, yung never underestimate their opponents. Pangalawa, wag magpapakampante. At pangatlo, yung paglalaro nila ng selfless basketball. Here in this game, restart nga, refresh. Dahil kanina before this game, they were actually having a team talk without Coach Jun Cuevas, and hopefully they'll be able to translate that in today's game at yung communication na yun makuha nila para makuha itong panalong to. Jaime, Coach F.
Thank you once again. That was Daphne Cristobal with that report. And Coach F, you've been around basketball, I wouldn't say a long time, pero yung mga ganitong talo para sa result, sometimes that reset button, kailangan mo yan in the earlier part of the season. No? Kind of just to humble you in a way.
Yes, exactly. Parang rude awakening siya. Para siyang napakalamig na tubig na binuhos sa'yo para may mas masangka. To think you're not that great yet. You need to prove yourself more.
I would love that just about now, no? Yung cold shower na yan,
Oo
Coach.
nga eh.
Just to say, as that basket ups the lead now to 8-15 to 7. Halfway mark dito sa ating first period. JLC answers on the other end para dito sa Malabon. But the lead down to 6-15 to 9.
Providing a lot of scoring, no? Kahit not requiring the ball too much itong si JLC.
Kind of his MO. Mendoza once again. That hook. 6 now para kay Axel. Showing us everything sa kanyang arsenal.
That hook and that length providing to be a big problem para sa mga Malabon defenders.
Hindi mo na mahabol talaga yun eh. Lead back up to 7. Stepping back for 3. That time too strong para kay Santos. Tagorda will run it para sa Rizal. Vergara same spot. Short that time. Tapikan. It will stay with Rizal. .407 remaining. Still in our first quarter. As Rijan Ladica in for the first time para sa Rizal. One of the players that we were also impressed with, as I was telling you as well. But Axel Mendoza steering the show here in the first period. 8 now para kay Axel, or make that 11 rather.
Seems yun yung trend ng Rizal coaching itong araw na to. Ano? Off the bench, yung mga top guns nila. Kanina si Jermaine Sepo off the bench. Ngayon naman si Ladica.
But Axel Mendoza, man on a mission here in the first period. Flat start tayo the last time. I'll show you. Ako na magsaset ng tempo. Already 13 here in the quarter.
Actually, he had a good game against Nueva Ecija. No? Yung supporting cast yung medyo nahuli. Ladica also had a great game that one against Nueva Ecija. Siya yung nagdala doon sa team towards the end. Eh.
That move earlier brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. B-Liga ready. Completes a three-point play, showing us the touch from the charity stripe. Biggest lead now para sa Rizal at 13. 3.5 remaining. Still in the first period. Attacking the lane. Denied. Gonzalez, second serving is good.
That's the way you attack pressure. No? You battle pressure pala. You attack it. And that was a good job there by Pamintuan attacking the defense.
3 ball from Ladica. Using the glass. Now won't fall. JLC gets the contact. Be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Yet another great decision there by Pamintuan. Spotting John Lord Cruz there in transition.
Decision making ni Pamintuan. No? Full display. Parang neat na bagay, Coach, if you think about it, no? By just hitting that open man.
You could compare that sa boxing in body shots. 'Di ba? Kahit hindi kayo nakaka-score, nakakuha kayo ng foul, nape-pressure mo yung kalaban, parang ano na rin eh. Parang nakakadagdag sa pagod nila. One thing they have to worry about palagi is that transition attack.
Mapapaisip mo sila sa Ladica. Getting that pass. Kung tatanungin mo itong si Van Abayan.
Yeah.
Back to a 13-point lead. Getting trapped on the sidelines but able to escape is Gonzalez. Makukuha niya muli. Fires for 3. Short. Able to keep it alive is Sadia. Loose ball scramble. Picked up by Gonzalez. Shot clock at 7. Cruz. Attacking the defense of Lugo. Drops it off. Sadia from the baseline. Gets it to fall.
Great ball movement there by Malabon. Pero point out ko lang, great effort there from number 3 guy, Kurt Gonzalez, no? Able to dribble out of pressure.
Alam mo, naipit na.
There he is, blocking that shot from behind.
Balik dito sa Malabon. Trying to get it ahead. A turnover here for the orange shirts as Del Castillo ran out of room.
That was a tight pass there from Pamintuan. Medyo mahirap yun to call or for Del Castillo, especially with the defender on top of him.
Okay, yung intent, yes, but yeah.
Let's just say the pass was less than ideal.
They swing it. Now Lugo pulls up, short. Ball will stay with Rizal. Approaching the minute mark dito sa ating first quarter. 11 pa rin hinahabol dito ng Malabon. Ladika will lose the leather. Great defense there from Kurt Gonzalez.
Good hands from Gonzalez, stopping that ball away from Ladika as he was about to make an attempt for a shot.
Get it across. John Lord Cruz, head of steam. Has that knack to draw contact.
Talaga ito si John Lord. Every time he gets the ball, talagang attack mode every time out. Able to fish fouls.
A bit awkward, I would say, in the manner in which he attacks, no? Pero yun nga, para mapipilitan ka to react to those aggressive penetrations.
So, kahit hindi niya na-shoot yung mga attempts niya, he makes free throws and by the end of the game, nag-accumulate yan
Papiso-piso.
Before you know it, meron na yan 17 points.
Had a number of best player of the ball games in season number 2, playing for JT Bulacan Taipan nga. Now donning the Malabon jersey. That's the lead down to single digits. Now 24-15. Opportunity once more here para sa NYBL ballers makalapit. Getting trapped. Gonzalez able to release it but stolen away by Asay. Lugo. Kabayan for 3. Malakas. Picked up by Ladika. Pinoy step almost. KLC once again. Isa na naman ang pakay nito, Coach F. Takes it all the way for 2.
Talagang isa lang ang speed nitong si John Lord, no? Every time out. All out.
Lugo, keyhole jumper, that's short. Fast-paced first quarter we're seeing. 24-17 matatapos ang ating unang 10 minuto. Lead was as high as 13 but naibaba to just 7 ng Malabon NYBL ballers. Going on that mini run courtesy of John Lord Cruz to end the first period. Some highlights here brought to us by Chef's Magic. Axel Mendoza, 2 of his 14 points dito sa ating first quarter. And John Lord Cruz trying to answer para sa Malabon. Has 8 of his own. And Lawrence Pillas, still the scorer that he is from the 1600 division. Nabanting nga ng 7 ang Rizal Switch Fiber. 24-17 at the end of the first. Second quarter about to resume. Ladika able to intercept that pass. PP hit and gets himself his own end one.
Finally able to get one to go after a couple of attempts. 4th point of the ball game for Ray John Ladika.
Giving us our fast break of the game brought to us by Larga International Logistics Incorporated. Ray John, along with Axel Mendoza, ito talaga yung 1-2 punch ng Rizal mula pa ng season number 1. Now in the 18 under division. Sa 16 under, nag-umpisa itong dalawang batang to, Coach F. So one of those, or the 2 players, I would say that for Rizal, no, na talaga nakikita mo na growing into their own games and even yung build nila. Sabi ko na talagang ano na.
Nag-improve every year.
Yep.
Steady yung progress. Ito si Ladika, yung katawan nito pwede ng pang-pro to eh. Sabi ko, I compared him to Levy Hernandez the way he plays.
Parang ano rin eh. All gas, no brakes. Kind of player.
Especially with a little bit of seasoning, and the right coaching, he's going to turn out to be quite a player, itong si Ray John.
So Ray John, if you are listening, Coach F is offering some...
Wala namang farm team. Pero Devil, this is the type of player na gusto mong i-develop, no, for your team. Good, great size para sa position niya, can play multiple positions.
Quite a weapon nga para dito sa Rizal Switch Fiber. They're up by 10, 27-17. Mendoza, that time short, had 14 in that first quarter. This is Huino. Or Junio rather. Getting trapped once more. Baseline J is short para dito kay Kayarian. They get another opportunity. Opposite side. That will work. That time Maynard Soriano.
That's what happens when you fail to box out the shooters. What Axel Mendoza failed to do, no? Yung shooter yung nakakuha ng offensive rebound, able to dish off for that assist.
8 got down to 8. Ray John thought about the 3. Steps back. Misfires. They have the numbers. Is Malabon.
Nice.
Everything but the basket, but maybe stat padding ng konti para kay Maynard Soriano. Wanted the rebound extra.
Oh, pero inalisan naman niya ng assist si Junio that time.
2 points is 2 points naman daw.
That was a spectacular pass.
But that was a spectacular pass indeed. 4 straight para dito sa Malabon. Baba muli sa 6 ang kalamangan. That time, a bit overzealous was Maynard Soriano. 7.5 left here sa ating first half of action. This time, it's Malabon's turn to rack up 3 team fouls. Pamintuan will take a seat. Corner 3 off the inbound, malakas. Van Abayan, hindi niya pa mahanap yung range niya dito. At Liga once again. Kakamustahan pa pagkatapos.
Giving a little look to that's Junio there, trying to go for the block against Ladica.
Tingin na, did you really just try that?
Actually, montik na eh.
Actually. Take another look at that, kung gaano ka lapit.
Ayan, taas din tumalon to si Junio.
At Region just giving that look, no? Parang, really?
Just enough swag not to get a T.
Yep, just enough swag. Tama ka, Coach. Kasi minsan pag nasobrahan din yan.
Yung iba dyan, baka dumila pa. Hindi na technical. Siya, enough lang.
Dinala sa mata. 29-21, Rizal. Up by 8. They go to Ladica. Swing it. Abayan.
Malabon's doing a good job pressuring yung mga passes nitong Rizal, no?
Just 3 seconds to shoot. Mendoza gets it to trickle in.
That was a hard-fought 2 points for Rizal. Good ball movement there.
Balik na naman sa 10. Inahabol dito ng Malabon. 31-21. Able to escape. Mahirap itira talaga yan over Axel Mendoza. They do get another opportunity.
Medyo out of control siya nung tumalon siya. Talking about Jarius Del Rosario.
Foul will be whistled here contra Rizal. Their second team foul. Rizal Switch Fibers. And naman tatawag ng timeout dito. 5:32 remaining here in the second. Just before we resume our action, look at our quarter scene stealer brought to us by Chef's Magic. Young fans enjoying the action dito sa Xavier School in San Juan from tip-off to the final buzzer. Every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment.
Oh, and as if on cue, no?
Humingi ka ng magic, Coach Chef eh.
Oh, that was a magical shot there. Yun yung jelly fam na shot. Patay na patay yung mga bata ngayon.
To perfection there. So back-to-back layups here para sa Malabon. Baba na naman sa 6 ang kalamangan.
So yung transition buckets naman seems to go the way of Malabon as opposed to yung under-16 team nila, no? Yung under-16 team nila, very methodical in their attack. Ito naman team na to, very aggressive looking for their shots into transition.
Bit of yung kanilang 14 under, I think. Is that the 14 under where we made the remark na pagtakbuhan na kind of, or Rizal ba yun? I think it was a Rizal team.
Yeah, it was
rather,
Rizal,
not Malabon. No? Na parang pag half-court set, a bit of a struggle. But when it comes to executing on the fast break, talagang alam nila kung nasan yung mga players. Ladika knocking down both charities. Upping the lead to 8. Looking for Madukdok. Ooh, that's a tough shot. Able to knock it down. Eli John, Madukdok.
Fade away, ala Kobe Bryant.
4.5 left dito sa ating second period. Tagorda, directing traffic here para sa Rizal. Gets it to Ray John. Back to Tagorda. Pulling up. Too strong. He set up Mendoza. Wide open. Malakas naman. Loose ball scramble. Ray John picks it up. Loose ball pa rin. Couple of players down on the floor. White ball, says our officials. It will stay with Rizal. Shot clock will reset to 19.
Even if it didn't result in a turnover, that's what you love to see if you're the coach of Malabon. Players diving for the loose ball. Effort all the way.
He's trying to knock the ball loose. Not allowing any easy penetrations para dito sa Rizal Switch Fiber. They're able to cut the lead down to 6. Pero parang ito yung barrier na hindi nila ma-breakthrough kanina pa, Coach F. This is...
Pero one thing that's giving a hard time for Rizal right now is yung jump switching nitong Malabon. Every time the ball gets past sa perimeter, every time there's a dribble handoff, grabe yung perimeter defense nila. Switch.
Screw switching on Vergara. Finds an opening. Kita mo rin talaga yung IQ nito ni Vergara. No? Maybe. Speed-wise, no? Alam niya matatakasan niya si John Lord.
Caught the Malabon defense with their backs turned that time. No? Akala si swing niya yung bola. Decided to attack the rim instead.
Has 3 points. That 3-pointer dun sa ating first period, which was about 3 steps away from the arc. Chance to add to his tally. That's the first one to fall. Samantala, balik muna tayo kay Daff for report. Daff?
From being part of the JT Bulacan Taipan last season, the undefeated team in the 16 under during the elimination round now, JL Cruz will be sharing his expertise here in the 18 under of Malabon NYBL ballers. Just like any young guys who transitioned in a higher bracket, bigger challenge, tougher opponents will not hinder him in reintroducing himself here in the league. Off-season, he joined multiple tournaments including NBTC, kaya buo nga daw ang kumpiyansa niya. Eskwelahan na nga lang ang kulang ika niya. Hi, Miko Chef.
Love to see it para dito kay John Lord Cruz. Salamat ulit, Daphne. As Malabon NYBL ballers will call for some time with 3:22 left dito sa ating second. 37-27, Rizal switch fiber. Balik na naman 10 kanilang abante dito. Malabon keeps on trying. Hernandez gets it to Cruz. Sagon in the corner. That's off. Mendoza on the rebound.
Good hands there by Axel Mendoza, able to collar that rebound. Medyo nadulas na siya dun eh.
Misfiring from beyond the arc was Aurita. They do get another opportunity. Vergara nakahanap naman Puang. Couldn't get the bounce. Agorda trying to intercept that but falls to JLC.
Grabe yung intensity nitong Malabon and trying to get their transition buckets going. No? Talagang always looking ahead, always looking for the next pass.
Bana naman sa 8 ang kalamangan, 37-29. Good. That's no good. Good save. Aurita. Picked up by Good. And makes up for that earlier miss, getting his first 2 of the ball game.
That was a good pickup there for Good.
Stepping back. Sakdalan misfires. Takbo na naman tayo sa kabila but pass a bit wayward. Turnover para sa Rizal.
Medyo minadali eh. Malabon defense doing a good job hurrying Rizal into those turnovers. No? Minamadali nila yung passes dahil nararamdaman nila parating na yung pressure eh.
Sometimes ganun yung mga turnovers din that you would want to force Coach F, no? And especially in this division, not necessarily yung maagawan mo talaga.
Even if you don't get the steal or the block, diba? Just for them to make bad passes.
Hernandez gets stripped. Get it ahead. Vergara once again overshoots.
Second missed layup in a row for Vergara.
We run to the other end. High up for Cruz. Draws the foul once more. Back to the line is JLC.
Good decision there by Daniel Hernandez to lob that ball, no, instead of bouncing it off the floor or doing a chest pass.
Maganda amuyan ng dalawang player na to, Coach F, because they were teammates in the undefeated team that Daphne Cristobal was reporting kanina. Talking about John Lord Cruz and itong si Hernandez. In the second, 39-31. So still not allowing to break this game open itong Malabon, no? Pero yun nga, hindi nila mababa to anything lower than 6.
Well, banggit natin kanina, nag-accumulate na yung scoring nitong si John Lord Cruz already with 10 points, no?
Hindi mo ramdam, pero next thing you know, yeah.
20 na yan. At this pace.
A minute and 24 left dito sa ating second. Malabon, opportunity once again. Makalapit. Naiwan ng bola, picked up by Lampert. Tagorda. Direct traffic para sa Rizal. Kick out. 3 ball. Vergara gets his second.
Perfect pass there by Tagorda, finding a wide open Sean Vergara.
Cruz getting the bump.
Ay na naman si Cruz.
Relentless.
Oo, grabe.
Alam mo naman si John Lord Cruz talaga, Coach F, if you've watched your movies, alam mo, hindi lang one chance, pati second chance, pati third chance, kinukuha talaga nito ni John Lord.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I highly doubt it, pero sige, I trust that you...
Puro horror movies ang pinapanood ko. Okay, shake, rattle, and roll.
Yeah. Piling up na nga, like you said, para dito kay John Lord Cruz. I think he already has 14 after those 2 free throws.
Just need to shoot free throws better, no?
Blocked was Lampert.
That was Junio with that block.
Almost another as a foul is whistled.
Block shots are nice, but they need to get the defensive boards.
Mag-aanhin mo nga naman, no? Kung nabibigyan mo lang din naman ng opportunity time and time again. That was Pillas with the attack. He heads to the line for a couple. Short on the first. Trying to make this a double-digit advantage once more. Gets the second, 43-33.
Ooh.
Wasn't quite sure if it was Hernandez or Madukdok
Yeah,
that he wanted to pass to.
Yeah, Cruz threw the ball between them, kaya nagkalituhan yung dalawa.
Rizal switch fiber will call for a timeout. Still up by 10 with 33.3 seconds remaining. .3 seconds nalalabit dito sa ating second quarter. 10 pa rin. Abante dito ng Rizal. Switch fiber. Attacking the lane. Getting the shot to fall. It's Gian Gunao.
Getting nifty there itong si Gunao.
They go to Cruz. Nice spin from Santos. Adjusting mid-air and getting it to fall.
Great footwork there from Santos.
But ahead of everyone is Lawrence Pillas. Nakatulog ang transition defense there ng Malabon. As the buzzer will sound to signal the end of our first half of action. Lead up to a dozen now, 47-35. Para sa Rizal switch fiber, I believe their biggest of this ball game so far. Some highlights brought to us by Chef's Magic. Ladika turning on his offense here in the second period. Ample support with a hot start nga nito ni Axel Mendoza. Already has 16. JLC naman has 14 of his own, trying to keep Malabon in it. But so far, NYBL ballers down by 12 at the half, 47-35. At the half, it's 47-35. Rizal switch fiber enjoying this 12-point advantage contra Malabon NYBL ballers in this 18-under North Division matchup. Trying to bounce back from that defeat contra Nueva Ecija. A couple of highlights here before we break down the numbers. Vergara, one of his 2 3-pointers here in our first half. And that move from Santos, the footwork. Need more of that to try to overcome this 12-point deficit Some numbers nga dito, Coach Chef, at the half, abante ang Rizal ng 12. What went well para sa kanila?
Well, let's start with Malabon. Despite trailing Rizal by 12 points, they're actually shooting pretty well from the field, no? 50% as opposed to 42 for Rizal. So lamang sila doon. 3-point shooting, lamang sila. 2 points, almost the same. The thing that's doing them in this game is yung turnovers nila, in ability to control the ball. They've committed 12 turnovers so far as opposed to Rizal. Tapos Rizal has capitalized on these turnovers with 16 points as compared to just 4 for them. Tsaka yung points in the paint, ang laki din ng advantage ng Rizal, 32-20 in their favor.
The Rizal brand of basketball, we were pointing out nga in that Nueva Ecija game, very flat start, very slow start, maybe underestimating nga yung kanilang opponents. Not the case, at least for their first half performance. But before that, silipin muna natin ang ating fan of the game, brought to us by True Tea Iced Tea, spotting someone in the crowd who's been cheering non-stop, full of energy, and bringing all the good vibes here in this game. And you know what they say, the coolest fan deserves the coolest iced tea. Congratulations to our fan of the game. You're getting a refreshing treat from True Tea Iced Tea, a no sugar added iced tea. Stay cool with True Tea Iced Tea. The goodness of iced tea without the sugar. Although at this point, medyo tamis ang kailangan dito ng Malabon NYBL ballers. So far, it has been John Lord Cruz top scoring with them. For them, I mean, with 14 so far in this ball game. And siguro sa far second with just 5. Dito naman sa kabila, Axel Mendoza, the terrific first period, 14 of his 16. Leading the way naman para sa Rizal Switch Fiber. Very methodical itong Rizal in that first half. Coach F, sabi mo, their ability to convert their defense, or yung mga turnovers that they are forcing dito sa Malabon to points, has made it easy for them to kind of keep itong Malabon at bay.
Exactly, no? Sa Malabon din, medyo reckless sa mga ibang possessions nila, resulting in those turnovers.
Third quarter will resume. This is Tagorda. Trying to get it to Mendoza. Ladika asking for it. Fires for 3. Gets it to fall.
Right in front of us, no? Kita, pasok yun.
Kanina niya pa hinihingi, Coach F.
Oo nga. He was frustrated a couple of times na open siya, hindi kinick out.
5 straight para kay Ray John to begin this third period. 52-35. Lobo na sa 17. Lamang dito na Rizal.
Ayun na naman. Isa na naman turnover yun.
Kadika asking for it. Pillas sidestep maneuver. Malakas.
That was a bad decision there by Pillas.
Through the lane. Getting the bucket and the foul is Rainchester Martins.
Isa sa mga pet peeves ko yung as a coach. You have a player getting hot and then you opt to not pass him the ball.
But this badly needed basket para sa Malabon dahil you kind of get that sense na umiinit na itong result to begin this third period. And Malabon has done a great job na mapapaanim nila yung kalamangan na angat sa 10, right? 12 to approach the second half. But if you allow some separation dito para sa Rizal, could be what spells doom para dito sa Malabon. Lugo for 3, knocking it down as well on the opposite side. 3-pointers now working para sa Switch Fiber.
Good ball movement there. Ladika driving baseline, Nasaran up to kick it out.
4 out of 15 from beyond the arc is Rizal as the turnovers continue here para sa Malabon.
That's 15 so far for Malabon.
Lead at 18 now, 55-37.
That's the thing, when you want to play fast, you're gonna end up with a lot of turnovers. It's just a matter of trying to limit them.
Trying to find Mendoza. Backing his way down, turn around. It's the side of the backboard. Look at the official. No whistle is heard. Able to release it. Mendoza will be called for a foul, impeding the progress there.
That's a subtle move there, but Pinheiro did a great job there. Misdirecting yung flow ng offense. No? Went right, nakita niyang itatrap yung right, decided to go left.
created that opportunity. But Ladika, look at him hustle for that basketball.
Oy, traveling. Double dribble lang itatawag kay Ladika. Good call by our refs.
That's exactly the explanation he's getting from our official after picking up that ball.
Yun o.
Very unfortunate though for that fall. But it was after the whistle was called now for the double dribble infraction.
Yeah.
Pinheiro. Defense talaga dito ng Rizal. You kind of feel that the intensity upping dito sa ating third period.
So, yung mga shots, contested talaga. Aside from that one,
Soriano played well in that first half.
great getaway by Soriano.
Dito naman siguro yung may gigil na.
Exactly.
John.
It goes back to that shot by Pillas. He was already getting hot at that point. So when he failed to get the shot, may nagkonting gigil na nangyari sa kanya.
Ako na lang, no? Hindi binigay eh. Couple of buckets though para sa Malabon. This has been working for them. Soriano underneath. Babasa 14 Kalamangan, 55-41. Pillas gets stripped up by Ruga.
Tagorda asking for more ball movement from his teammates.
Tagorda. Now Lugo. Trying to set up Lugo, but intercepted there by JLC.
Yeah, forced that one. Hindi naman nag-materialize yung lob dun.
Martin, excellent drop pass. Another basket para dito kay Soriano.
Malabon needed that basket, no?
Personal 6-0 run para dito kay Soriano to cut the lead down to a dozen. Ladika attacks the defense of Cruz this time. Siya naman ang makakadraw ng foul.
Good strong move. Ladika has been very aggressive in this quarter.
Just using that offhand.
Yeah, yung inside.
Pasabit.
Saka yung inside hand yon. Trying to get that shot off quicker.
This is one way to kind of curb yung gigil na yan, no, Coach F. Maybe try to get that rhythm back from the charity strike.
Pero he misses the first one. He needs to get his nerves in control here.
Got them in control for the second shot to up the lead. Back to 13, 56-43.
Three-quarter court press here for Rizal.
Cruz will attack. Gets another 16 now para kay John Lord.
Ganda nung press break doon ng Malabon. Able to get the ball to the middle of the press. Kaya na-open yung wing.
Mendoza, PB hit. Too strong. Cracked down by Martin. Able to escape. Finds Cruz once more. Babasa Siyam Kalamangan, 56-47.
18 points na for John Lord.
Vergara through the middle.
Oh!
The contact!
You've got to count that. Yeah, basket counts for Sean.
Talinong player, Coach F.
Coach ang tatay. Great body control by Sean.
Just knew the contact was coming. Ano na lang, 2 free throws na lang. But if it did went down, why not?
Pero baliwala yung talino if you don't have the skills to back it up. And that's what Sean Vergara has loads of.
Couldn't complete the 3-point play after all the superlatives na binitawan natin, Coach F. 11-point lead once more para sa Rizal. Making a move is Martin. Getting the bump. Almost an end one for himself.
Martin, not the biggest of players, but able to bully his way inside. No?
Deceiving yung frame niya, Coach F, no? Pero dun sa bangga na yun, nabura eh.
Si Vergara, napunta sa ilalim ng basket. Or maybe nag-flop lang si Sean. Hindi natin alam.
Missing on the first though. Gets the second to fall. But the lead down to 10, 58 to 48. Sagutan dito ang parehong koponan. Vergara. A bit too deep.
Force that one.
Able to get it ahead. Soriano napalakas on that layup. Martin! Almost.
Again, yung strength nitong si Martin, very deceiving na yung build niya eh.
Parang saan nanggagaling? Saan nanggagaling yung lakas na yan?
Kung makikita mo yun eh, medyo outmatch siya in terms of weight doon against Jules de Mesa. You know? Pero still able to get that rebound often.
The free throws though, not quite his friend just yet. 1 out of 2 earlier, missing on the first this time around. 1 out of 2 once again. Baba muli sa Siam, ang Kalamangan, 58 to 49. Meanwhile, let's head over to Daphne for a report. Daph?
Before the start of the third quarter, naging paalala ni Head Coach Dan Macapagal para sa koponan ng Malabon is for JL actually to stick to his role, score buckets inside the paint, pero no need for him to bring down the ball dahil nga pwede siyang mapagod o maubos sa larong ito kung siya mismo ang gagawa ng lahat ng responsibilidad sa paglalaro sa loob ng court. Defense was also highlighted in the talk. Stop those quick transition made by Rizal dahil tiwala naman si Coach Dan na kaya naman nila makipagsabayan kung takbuhan ang usapan. Hi, men, Coach Chef.
Thank you for that report. That was Daphne Cristobal. Tungkol nga dito sa Malabon NYBL ballers, Coach Chef. But while that report was ongoing, Sean Vergara able to hit on another three-pointer. Alagwa ulit itong Rizal switch fiber, but Soriano finally breaking the drought here para sa NYBL.
Ayun, nabanggit mo Sean Vergara, no? Providing the needed backup firepower para dito kay Mendoza and Ladica so far in this game with 13 points.
Dito naman sa kabila, yung sinasabi nga ni Daphne dun sa kanyang report that you would want to see other players as well. So far though, here in the third, it has been Soriano answering that call. Siya naman yung nagiging Robin dito ni John Lord Cruz.
Oo nga, they need more support para dito sa kanilang top gun na si John Lord. And so far yung scoring nila has been hindi maganda yung pagkakaspread as opposed to Rizal.
Babalik ang bola sa Rizal. Enjoying this 10-point advantage, 61 to 51. Balasa muna dito, Kurt Gonzalez. Along with Sean Santos. So po muna si Martin and Soriano.
Pero be that as it may, Malabon's not out of this ball game as of yet. They're still in a good position to make a run dito sa fourth quarter.
They've been hanging around. Alam mong hindi rin sila bumibitaw dito ng basta-basta. Nice drop pass. Mendoza though. Lampert falling short. De Mesa getting the putback.
That certainly won't help, allowing those offensive rebounds by the role players of Rizal. And that's another turnover.
Owen Pamintuan immediately apologizing sa kanyang bench.
17 turnovers so far for Rizal. For Malabon. Definite no-no if you're trying to get back into the game.
Parang precious na yung mga possession. Pag doble kayod ka na, pag naghahabol.
Saka habang papalapit na ng palapit yung end game, tumataas yung value ng mga possessions na yan.
Able to find a cutting Filias, overshoots though.
That pass a little bit late. Ang rule kasi dyan, if you have to call for the pass, it's probably already too late. So might as well continue on with your cut.
Penalty na dito ang Rizal. So couple of free throws coming up. Para kay Seguros. Kakagirian sila dito ni Lawrence Filias. Aurita back in the ball game para sa Rizal.
Missing free throws certainly won't help your cause if you're trying to get back.
8 out of 16 from the line. Itong Malabon so far.
They've been getting the calls, no?
Oh, even si JLC kanina, nakarami rin in that first half.
As opposed to Rizal, 13 attempts lang, making 10.
Aurita secures the rebound. So empty possession para dito sa Malabon. Tagorda. Now Aurita. Hounded by Gonzalez. Goes behind the back. What a move from Aurita. Couldn't get the bounce. Kamintuan will lead the break for Malabon. Sidestepping his way through. Ayaw din sa kabila. That was Sakdalan. Santos rather. Good save, but Pamintuan picks it up. Nice drop pass. Gonzalez ayaw pa rin. Parang may kandado ata dito, but Gonzalez finally getting that elusive basket para sa Malabon.
Action getting to be fast and frenetic here dito sa end ng third quarter.
Aurita. Now Mendoza. Tagorda, just 5 to shoot now. Tagorda pa rin. Mendoza, does he know it? A second to shoot. Puts it up. Way off, Cruz. Tatakbo dito para sa Malabon. 3-on-2. Gonzalez gets clipped by Mendoza. 2 more free throws coming up para sa Malabon.
Very important free throws here for Malabon. Gonzalez needs to make at least one of these to bring it to single digits entering the fourth quarter.
And I believe he's called for a technical foul as well. Talking about Axel Mendoza.
Was it Axel or was it the coach?
It's Axel Mendoza.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll be called for his 3rd personal.
Bad news para dito sa Rizal.
Didn't like that whistle at all.
Need to keep your composure. Although you're in the lead here, this game is far from over.
Mga momentum shifters at the end of quarters. Minsan, that could spell the difference.
Exactly. Especially, yeah, he needs to sink at least one of these free throws.
The struggles nga continue here para sa Malabon. 8 out of 18 now, missing on their last 3. So these are the 2 free throws. The earlier one was the technical free throw. So these are the 2 free throws from the shooting foul by Axel Mendoza. Although penalty na rin dito itong Rizal. Gonzalez makes them both. This is the closest they have been in quite some time. 63 to 55. A second left. Villas almost
Had a good line.
hitting a James Yap-ish half-court shot. Matatapos nga ang ating third quarter, 63 to 55. Rizal switch fiber. Still up, this time by 8. So we look at some highlights brought to us by Chef's Magic. Couple of 3-pointers, Lugo and Ladica. Starting off the third period para dito sa Rizal switch fiber. But Soriano waking up his offense at about 6 in that third period. Vergara, that end one, and a 3-pointer as well. Para naman dito sa Rizal, has 13 for himself. Third quarter, matatapos tayo. 63 to 55. Rizal still up by 8. Just before we resume our fourth quarter of action, and look at our quarter scene stealer brought to us by Chef's Magic. From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts, and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. 8-point lead para sa Rizal Switch Fiber. It was 12 heading into our second half, Coach F. So naibaba ng bahagya nitong Malabon. Outscoring itong Rizal 20-16 in that third period.
Oh, good job there may Malabon. Ano? Getting another 2 points bago matapos yung quarter. Pero ito, they need to bring the lead down further.
Couple of misses though para kay Gonzalez. Denied there was Del Rosario.
Forced that one against the tall trees.
Tagorda back in the ball game para sa Rizal, directing traffic. Aurita goes to Vergara. Now Tagorda, he will try for 3. Malakas, Gonzalez secures the board para sa Malabon. Stolen there by Vergara.
You gotta be more disciplined than that. You just put up a great defensive stand and you turn the ball over. That's not gonna do well for your cause.
Mendoza, kick out. Vergara open once again. Gets his third three-pointer. Blows a kiss to the crowd.
Wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa. Ano? Pasalo pa lang siya, patira na siya eh. Nasa mind niya. Yun yung mentality ng shooter.
He has been hot. 16 now para kay Sean. Kita mo dito, pinipick up na siya dito ni Siguro sa malayo pa siya.
Definitely, you have to pick him high kasi malayo ang range ng si Sean Vergara. Saka may green light siya to hit from outside.
Not sure who that kiss was for, but still a sweet-looking stroke.
Chismoso ka talaga, Jaime.
Minsan na we have to entertain ourselves sometimes.
Baka na niya si Coach Dan sa likod natin.
Baka. This is Seguros. Ooh! Look at that denial by Aurita and just checking if Seguros is fine.
Oh, kamusta ba yung ego niya? Kung intact pa after that block shot?
We do have a volleyball court just behind nitong ating basketball court.
Parang okay ka lang?
Yep.
You need counseling?
Ladiga, another interception. As Vergara with him, lilipad. Pinitbit lang naman niya si Del Rosario.
That was a poor decision there by Del Rosario. There wasn't anything he could do in that play.
Move brought to us by Pound for Pound Fitness. B-Liga ready. Napatingin pa nga dito kaya sa camera ni Kuya Alex eh.
Did you get that?
Yep. Pa-make sure lang. Nahuli mo.
Ang profile pic daw yan.
Able to complete the 3-point play though. So we have all these highlight plays, but the bonus free throws just not falling. Speaking of free throws, 13-point lead here para sa Rizal. Nakakalapit ng bahagya itong Malabon. Able to cut it down to 8 heading into the 4th. But kung babalikan mo nga yung free throws nila, Coach F, the opportunities that they left in terms of points.
Yeah, sinasayang nila. They're currently 10 out of 20 right now.
Would have changed the complexion of this ball game entirely. Martin. Now Seguros. It's a tough shot. Rattles out. Tapik, mapupunta kay Ladica. Lilipad na naman. Similar move. Ray John putting on the Jets.
Grabe yung speed ni Ladica in open court. No? Talagang hirap. Kahit si John Lord Cruz, hirap umabot eh.
Very explosive itong si Ray John. Already has 19 to lead all scorers. Just athletic.
God-given athletic ability there by Ray John.
He will be called for a loose ball foul. Make that 3 now on Ray John. Lead up to 15, 70-55.
Malabon was in a good position starting the 4th. Pero ngayon, nagbalo na naman sa 15 yung lead nitong Rizal. So, kailangan mag-double time na naman sila to get this single digits before the latter portion of the 4th quarter.
Finally answering that 7-0 run by Rizal is John Lord Cruz. Make that 20 now para kay JLC. Aurita finds himself wide open. Misfires on that attempt. Stolen away by Ladica. Attacks once more. Finger roll.
That's another turnover and a score para dito sa Rizal, courtesy of Rajan.
Back to a 15-point advantage, 72-57. Seguros off on that attempt. Takbo na naman ang Rizal. Aurita. Kick out. Mendoza from the corner. That's short. Tapik. Secured by Tagorda.
Pero credit Rajan Ladica for tapping that ball to Sean Vergara, who instead tapped it to Tagorda.
Vergara make that his fourth three-pointer in this ball game. Ibang celebration naman ang ibibigay sa atin dito, Coach F.
Oh, ang daming baong seli ni Sean Vergara. Pero grabe yung effort ni Rajan Ladica in that possession.
Pulling it back. Nagpapasayaw ng tanghali is Sean Vergara. Loving it. His team up by 18. Sean Vergara in the result switch fiber up by 18 now 75-57. And off the timeout, Coach F.
Turnover na naman.
Malabon just can't quite figure it out. No? Sabi mo nga, mabababa nila, yes. But in terms of that sustained run, hindi nila makabit-kabit. Vergara once again that time, just a bit too strong. Able to get his own miss. Would be bumped by Pamintuan.
Pero Vergara all over the court, no? Even coloring his own miss.
Second team foul for NYBL bowlers.
Have that sense na gusto niya talagang hanapin yung bola dito, Coach F. Mainit ang kanyang shooting, especially here in the second half. Try to go for that alley-oop. But Rizal with a turnover. This is Martin. Through the lane. Excellent find. Napayungan, but foul, says our officials. Whistled against Lampert.
Lampert thought he had all ball there. Might have a case, pero probably got body. Kaya pumito ang ating referees.
John Lord Cruz finds himself back on the line, where he found himself a lot in that throw so far para kay John Lord Cruz. 6 out of 8 prior this trip. Make that 7 of 9. Lead sila at 16, 75-59. Latiga, nakabuelo na naman. Good defense there by Soriano. Latiga this time dishes it off. Mendoza challenges the defense, gets another. Make that 18 now para kay Axel.
Pinapahirapan tayo ng mga to kung sino yung magiging best player of the game natin.
Good problem to have. Put in mind this type of balance in terms of the scoring nitong results throughout this ball game. Shot too strong para kay Seguros. Martin falling away, that short. JLC carving way inside, gets another. Talaga nang iba rin yung kayod dito ni John Lord Cruz. 24 now for him.
Top scoring for both teams.
Almost a steal para sa Malabon. They get it across. Ray John now. Try to slow it down.
Offensive foul on Mendoza.
Caught by the official. Trying to push Pamintuan away.
It's going to bring him to 4 fouls on the cusp of fouling out.
Doon din nakakasakit yung technical foul niya kanina.
Oh, very unnecessary.
But still a 16-point advantage para sa result switch fiber. Another foul given up here, and that will mean free throws here para sa Malabon. 4 as well on Ladica.
Medyo mapapakamot ulo ka na lang doon sa foul na yun ni Ladica. Actually, he wasn't in a bad defensive position. Necessitated that foul. Probably gusto lang niya magpahinga.
That's one way to get yourself to the bench, getting your fourth. But the free throw still an issue here para sa Malabon. 1 out of 2 para kay Soriano. 13 out of 24 in total.
So with Mendoza and Ladiga on the bench, is a chance for Malabon to make a run in this game. Try to whittle this lead down to single digits.
Seguros able to come up with a steal. Trying to challenge Pillas. And is the victor.
That's definitely a step in the right direction. 13 points na lang.
Pillas. Now Asay. Got himself a bit too deep. The ball goes back to Malabon.
Got himself into a whole lot of trouble there, being double teamed by 2 orange shirts, resulting in a turnover. Chance to bring this down to 10 points if they hit a 3-point bucket here.
Does Malabon have one more run in them? Pamintuan. Ooh. A
Miss.
nice. Slowing things down now is Rizal. This is Vergara. Draws the contact. Third team foul here para sa Malabon.
Pamintuan getting caught there, reaching in.
Lampert will take a seat. Aurita back in the ball game.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
Vergara another 3. Gets another, his 5th of the ball game. No Selly that time, Coach.
Oh my, Malabon defense falling asleep there. They forgot Sean Vergara was hot in this game.
Parang if you have one guy na talagang hindi mo na dapat maiwan, it's Sean Vergara here para sa Rizal.
Wala man lang kamay na nakataas sa harap ni Sean Vergara.
It's 80-64 now and draws the charge as well. What a game so far para dito kay Sean Vergara.
Doing it on both ends, drawing that offensive foul.
And the 14th foul as well para dito sa Malabon. Free throws coming up. And the next foul of Malabon. Series of moves, pull up 3. Too strong. Asay keeps it alive, but stolen away by Soriano. Cruz has the numbers. Decides to take it all the way for another bucket. 26 na para kay JLC.
On pace to get 30 itong si John Lord Cruz in this game.
Parang siya lang talaga yung problema dito ng Rizal. Last 2 minutes. Announced dito sa ating Xavier School as Sean Vergara. Kahit siya nagtataka na dito. 6 3-pointers para kay Sean. Make that a 16-point lead now. Para sa Rizal Switch Fiber. Napapailing ka dito, Coach F.
Oh, Sean Vergara is officially on fire and unconscious in this game with that last 3-point bucket.
Must be the headband, I would say. Takes another look at the crowd. Is there anyone else?
Are you not entertained?
Last minute and 56 of this ball game. 82-66. Abante pa rin ang Rizal Switch Fiber by 16 behind the hot hands of Sean Vergara dito, Coach F. 24 points behind 6 3-point makes. And, para dito sa Malabon, yun nga, hindi nila makabit-kabit. They were able to bring it down to 8, winning that third period, Coach F. But that fourth quarter, I guess, biglang uminit lang din itong Rizal Switch Fiber ulit.
Saka nag-contribute din yung turnovers itong Malabon, itong fourth quarter. They made a lot, no? They already have 22 opposed to Rizal's 13.
Playing catch-up throughout this ball game, itong Malabon, iba rin yung pagod for these players. As you see, even si John Lord Cruz, I think not even a minute he sat down dito sa laro natin. I have to double check, but I would say majority of the contest, he's been on the floor here para sa NYBL ballers.
So ang laking factor din yung inability nila to defend the outside shot, no? Especially itong si Sean Vergara.
Sean Vergara, paupuin na nga rito. So malilimit na siya, Coach F.
Malilimit na naman siya.
Malilimit siya, 24 points na lang. So you have a technical foul. Improper wearing of a uniform, I believe. So we run down to or walk down rather, the other end of the floor for a technical free throw para dito kay Steve Pinero. Knocks down the technical. Something to cheer about para dito sa Malabon.
So results which Fibers taking out all their starters and has cleared their bench. But I'm still looking for my godson, Caleb Ortega. Still sitting on the bench.
Okay, kung may time na pwede siya sana makapasok.
No, kasi underage siya for this group. He's actually 16 years old. Kaya lang, he's turning 17 this year. Kaya he has to play on this team.
It's a punching above his weight class.
Yeah, he's 2 years above his weight class. Age class actually.
84 to 67. Final minute and 22 in this ball game. Kick out, Villanueva. Won't fall, but there is Asay for the follow.
Kahit lamang na sila ng malaki, still executing itong Rizal, and nandun pa rin yung effort. That's what you want to see if you're the coach, no? No letdown.
If you're a school-based team, then certainly, no? Ito talaga yung habits na gusto mo nabubuo ng mga player mo, carrying it that over to your bigger competitions.
Yeah, plus these are the guys that are fighting for the minutes, so kailangan nila mag-perform.
Asay though couldn't contain that pass from Integro. Final seconds, 40 seconds to be exact. Malabon well on their way to their second loss dito sa ating season number 3. After that victory in their second ball game, bouncing back from the defeat. Back to the drawing board here for the orange shirts, Coach F. Samantalang ito namang Rizal Switch Fiber, this is the type of response that you're looking for from these young kids coming off that tough loss from Nueva Ecija.
Most definitely, shows mental toughness, especially from their leaders. No? Si Axel Mendoza started off hot. Si Ladiga coming off the bench. Pero nung pinasok siya, talagang trying to make a statement. And then most especially Sean Vergara. No? Focus siya from outside and on defense, not just a 3-point shots niya. Also did
this is one of the showed us why they are a formidable squad, talking about the Rizal Switch Fiber.
Sa credit din sa point guard nila, si Ezekiel Tagorda, keeping his players in check. Every time medyo nagkakagulo siya, andun siya, very vocal, asking for ball movement, effort on defense. That's what a leader does for his team.
More than the passes, more than the plays, being vocal, and that will be the ball game. 86 to 70 will be our final score. 4-1, gagalaw itong Rizal Switch Fiber. Still finding themselves near the top of our team standings sa ating North Division. As Rizal makes it a clean sweep as well dito sa ating 14, 16, and 18 under division. For the first 3 games ng ating 9-game schedule on this game day Saturday, coming to you live from the Xavier School in San Juan. And that will be a wrap na rin for us, Coach F. Of course, pleasure once again working with you. Not for the last time, I just like to assure you, no? Baka lang,
just for today.
Just for today. We'll now pass it on to our good friends, Diego de la Paz And Justin Almeida, of course, Daphne Cristobal will still be staying with us. She will also be covering the last 3 games of today, that battle between San Juan and Cavite City. Just prepping as always dito sa ating mga post-game awardees. Chef's Magic Player of the Game. Meron tayong the Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game. And of course, our Don Benitos Assist Man of the Game. Final thoughts sa mga games na na-cover natin today, Coach Chef, while we wait for the players to just get their photo op.
Okay, our best player of the game is on his way to Daphne right now, and that's no other than the hitman para dito sa Rizal Switch Fiber, si Sean Vergara, tallying a total of 24 points on 6 of 10 shooting from 3-point range. That's 60%, taas, no? Free throws, 2 out of 3 for 66%, 3 rebounds. Oh, sorry, they had a mixed. I was reading a different award for Sean Vergara. Our best player, our Chef's Magic Player of the Game goes to Ray-John Ladica.
Wala, tulad nga ng sinabi mo kanina, it's splitting hairs na yan eh.
Yeah,
When it comes to who is the top performer
Either
here.
or. He also made a good account of himself, 21 points, no?
The intensity of the bench as well. Siya nga ang kasama ni Daphne Cristobal as our Chef's Magic Player of the Game.
Congratulations sa panalong to. Last game, binigyan kayo ng upset kontra Nueva Ecija. Paano kayo ginising nun para bigyan kayo ng gutom this time kontra Malabon para bumawi sa larong ito?
Unang-una sa lahat, nagsimula lahat sa ensayo, ginawan kami ng hard practice. At saka, yun, nag-hard kami lahat para makuha namin ulit ng next game.
Indeed, humbling experience yung pagkatalo na yon. Baka meron kang gustong pasalamatan. Batiin, go ahead.
Shoutout po pala sa nanay at tatay ko, sa taga-Cagayan Sur, lahat ng kapatid ko. Tapos sa lahat ng Arellano, kina Chairman, kina Kaiko, kina Coach Chico, lahat ng mga coaches ng Arellano. Yun din, at lahat sa pamilya ko at sa girlfriend ko. Yun.
Again, congratulations for this bounce-back victory para sa Rizal Switch Fibers. At ikaw nga, ang ating Chef's Magic Best Player of the Game. Also, we'll be recognizing our Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game at pati na rin po ang ating Don Benitos Assist Man of the Game. Hi, men, Coach Chef.
Salamat muli, Daphne Cristobal, and of course, Ray-John Ladica, our Chef's Magic Player of the Game. John Lord Cruz, excellent performance as well for this young kid. 9 rebounds and an assist. Siya ang ating The Hustle Club Defensive Player of the Game para sa Malabon. Despite the losing effort, gets himself a discount coupon. And syempre, the Court General, like you said nga, Coach Chef, itong si Ezekiel Tagorda, 5 assists. He is our Don Benitos Assist Man of the Game. And that will be a wrap for our first 3 games nga ngayong araw. We're on to our second set of our 14, 16, and 18 under games, beginning with a 14-under matchup between the Nueva Ecija the Generals and the Pasig Stallions. Diyan lamang po kayo. More of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL sa aming pagbabalik.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng